Welcome, folks. This is Tom O'Brien of TFNN. We go 5 days a week. We go 9 hours a day. We go 24 hours a day on the internet at TFNN.com. Always remember, folks, whatever you think about, you bring about. Whatever you focus on grows. Hope everyone had a great day, safe day. Let's make it a great night, folks. Let's take a look at one of our 4 agreements. To begin a great relationship, know what you want. Know what the needs of your body are, what the needs of your mind are, and what fits well with you. There are millions of men and women, and some of them will make a good match, and others won't. The two of you only need to be like a what? A key and a lock. A match that works. Market-wise, let's take a look at it out here. We had the Dow Industrials down 243, NASDAQ off 26, S&P's down 23, gold contract down 18 bucks, trading at $1,707 an ounce. Silver off 57 cents at $31.68 an ounce. Platinum down 37 at $1,572 an ounce. Copper down 4.5 pennies at $3.57 a pound. Light sweet crude down $2. Now, crude oil, folks, $86.62. That's an ABC structure on the way down. $81 is coming at us. This is going to be a big move, and the reason it's going to be such a big move is this. The $81, I figure, is on the table, but what we have on the table now is a much larger ABC structure on the way down. You got the volume, broke the swing point, did all of the above. We'll get back to that in a second. Bonds up 27 ticks at 147.31. King dollar up 27 ticks at 80.01. Now, King dollar is going to go for 82 right now. We had the wide price spread today, slight pickup in volume. It's laying right below the swing point, folks. It's going to go after that tomorrow morning. Euro, just the opposite. Euro down 76 ticks at 129.84. What you had in Euro land today is that you had some destruction out there, and then you had the Bank of England coming across it about an hour ago trying to basically help the Euro, even though they're all about the pound. But bottom line, you know what? Didn't do a thing. Yen down 10 ticks, trading out at 79.85. Our phone number is 877-927-6648. Give us a call, folks. Want to know what's going on in your world? In the world of the S&Ps, let's take a look at them. What do you have? You have a break downtown. We did 628 million shares. You're at 1413. Bottom line is that this S&P right now wants to run its way down to the 1390 level. We'll see how it gets into that 1390 level. That's your S&P. Dow Industrial, same setup in the Dow. Dow got toasted, roasted, all the above, down 243. We're at 13,103. This is going to be making its way down to the 12,900. Some of these equities inside the Dow, you talk about breaking B points with volume. Man, it was intense. Now, NASDAQ. Same setup in the NASDAQ. NASDAQ went down 26 points. You did 1.8 billion shares. NASDAQ right now is at the 2,900 mark. She's making her way down to the 2,990. She wants to make her way down to the 2,942 level. We'll see what she can do once she gets down to that level. Now, whether you looked at the S&P, the Dow, the NASDAQ, or the small caps, folks, they're all making their way down, and they will make their way down to the June lows. That's where it's set up right now. What we've done is that we've broke swing points with consistency, with volume, all of the above. Some of the high volume stocks out here. Well, here, actually, let's go to the gold market first. Actually, what I want to do is this. I want to show you something. We want to go to the oil market first, and this is why. Okay, so what does oil do out here today? This is what we did. Oil... Okay, she breaks the B point. She does it 288,000 contracts versus 260. Okay, so we're at 86.58. That's making its way down to 80 bucks. Now, that's on the short term. We take a look at, I'll extend this contract out, and when we extend this contract out, I'll bring this out weekly for a couple years. What you have is this. Now, oil, each and every time we've come down to the 75 level, has held, and it very well could hold this time. How we come into that level is going to say quite a bit. The way that highs get broken, or lows get broken, folks, is that markets will go right before them. So let's picture on the way down. On the way down, you get 75 bucks. If the oil market stops somewhere about 78, starts building cause going sideways, and you see pressure on the down versus the up, guess what? That is going to be a much larger ABC structure on the way down that very well could get oil, you're going to love this, okay, into the $60 level. Now, what does that say for the market? Well, this is where it gets dicey. First off, we'll go from there. And what I'm going to do, I'm going to put this up so you can see the comparison, you know, because the comparison's not there all the time, but most of the time it is there. And it's there to not only the broad market, but the gold market. And what oil is saying right now is that we're going to see a much larger pullback on gold. Oil is already moved, and that brings us over to where? The dollar index. This is what you have inside the dollar index. Dollar index, folks, hasn't even moved yet, okay? We had some movement with it today. You know, 21,000 contracts. Not bad. We're at 80.01. This is building cause, number one, to get into 80.31. The larger issue is that can it get to 82? I suspect it's going to, but it's going to take some wide price spread and accelerated volume. The reason being is that when the dollar did pull back on the week of the 7th of September, that week, it pulled down with volume. So it's going to need some juice to get in there, but the way this is setting up right now, it wants to get in there. The euro, just the opposite. The euro came down hard today. We're at 129.83. That wants to get down into this swing point of 128.39. After the close out here, BWLD, we had Buffalo Wild Wings come out with numbers. Buffalo Wild Wings closed at $83. That's trading down $11 right now. That is at 72.30. And if you just look at this on a technical basis, folks, it's wide open, okay? What you have, this is an equity that already had gapped down. It got gapped down going back to July. It was trading at 86 bucks, gapped all the way down to 68. It has a high volume high at 68. And, you know, just wrap your head around these high volume, lows rather, or highs, okay? Because that's where they love to go, folks. This one here is going to get toasted, roasted, all the above. Get the peanut butter out, get the jelly out, get the whole ball of wax out. Because what you have now is this. You have a high at $94. And then guess what? You came off the high with volume. We came off the high the month of July. We came down from 88 to 68. That's going to go after that low again. You know, we'll see whether we in fact take it out. Netflix, NFLX. Netflix out here. She closed at 68. She's trading down 10 bucks also. She's at 58 right now. Folks, the markdown period's on. If you have my book, The Art of Time in the Trade, your ultimate trading mastery system, okay, market does four things. You have accumulation on light volume. You have markup on good volume. You have distribution on light volume. You have markdown on heavy volume. Markdown, folks, is all over the place here. We go take a look at Netflix. What do you have with Netflix? Netflix is going to go, she's going to go after another ABC down. She is. Okay, so here's you go. Netflix, by the way, is down from what, 150 bucks, 133 bucks, $127. Right now you're at 58. She's going to go after her swing lows. And it's possible that we get another larger ABC structure on the way down. Man, this is intense. Yeah, this is history. Yeah, Netflix is going to 20 bucks, man. You know, that game is over. The Netflix game is over, folks. 877-927-6648. Let's go take a look at a few of the Dow stocks. Now, this morning we had a few of the Dow stocks come out with numbers. And bad news bears, folks, okay? Bottom line, DuPont. DuPont came down 10% today, $4.50. 31 million shares, folks. It broke everything apart. If we take a look at DuPont, what you have is this. DuPont right now is going to be going right after a high volume low that's been sitting out there since 2011. And this is the key to understand, is that what you have is that the August lows of last year, a game to go after. DuPont, the high of that low was $40. The low is 38, and it's going right after it. Huge volume came out of it today. If we go take a look at 3M, what you have with 3M is this. 3M also came down with huge volume, $3.80. We bring this back. You set that up. First stop on 3M. It's not as bad as DuPont, but first stop is 81 bucks. This is Tom O'Brien. This is TFNN. Our phone number is 877-927-6648. We ended out, finished down 243. NASDAQ off 26, S&P's off 23. Stay right there, folks. Come right back.